The person we do best with is someone who's looking for collaboration, who values having an advisory team, giving them actual advice, but they understand that they're making, the end decision, but it's a good collaboration. The best fit, back to the psychology, is someone who delegates. So who just we've gotten the confidence, they see what we can do, and then they just delegate the money management to us on discretion.
Recommendations, and that's why we created wealth advisors. But you don't have to be a wealth advisor or financial advisor. The opportunities that you could join however you show up, either as a client of services or a provider of services. And my first invitation is that you might consider joining our community of peers. You can go to peersondemand.com and be able to engage with anybody that fits for you. Most of them are in North America, US and Canada. But certainly the opportunities that you can have discussions, different interests, different experience levels. And of course, because it's online, it's going to continue to grow outside the borders. My second invitation is that you might join any of the events that we have, either tomorrow we have it for coaches, and Wednesday artificial intelligence, Thursday for presidents of companies, and Friday for nonprofit executives. The key is that we invite people to participate and be able to engage with others. And my third invitation is that you might consider joining our world of CoVentures. It's an opportunity to be able to participate with other leaders that we're working with. In particular, this will give a little more overview of some of those. We've got over 27 partners that have joined us to be able to exchange thoughts, ideas, and more importantly, do business with each other. Primarily, we looked for investment opportunities for some of our peers, as well as marketing. Those are the two big areas I'm finding out that they express a need for that, either investments internally to grow their business or externally to be able to get investors. From a marketing standpoint, we've got a couple of providers that offer platforms, directory, events. From a technology standpoint, we're working with cybersecurity professionals like R&T professionals, and cybersecurity.earth with an online training platform. From an e-commerce platform, Inspire.World, and government surplus, government bid. And distribution, both physical and digital. Physical distribution team with coaching, consulting, training. And Continuum.market with a digital space of distribution with cryptocurrency, blockchain, digital platform training as well. From a healthcare standpoint, this is going to be continue to grow, and simply because it's a big space. We've got different partners that are able to provide not just assessments, but neuroplasticity, coaching, insurance along those lines. From an advisory capacity, we're working with several that offer communications, coaching, training, consulting. RSL is a wealth transfer initiative in a big space that is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar environment for a transfer of wealth from the boomer generation to the next generation. We're also working with Malaysia to create another CoVentures group out there and expand with the Southeast part of the world, Southeast Asia part of the world. And from a philanthropic standpoint, Blackbird Global is in 4 continents as a nonprofit. Certainly recycling, sustainability, wellness modules. The key here is that we're looking for more CoVenture partners that would like to participate. And as a CoVenture, you can join our world, whether it's nonprofit or certainly join in the healthcare space. Entrepreneurs University that offers modules for training for the small, medium, and large size companies, as well as e-commerce, government spaces, as well as the wealth transfer we talked about. So that's my invitation, that you might consider joining community either as a co-venture or as a partner, or certainly both. So let's hear from Chris. Chris is out of Seattle and focused on a lot of different things. What caught my attention was the $11 billion space that you're working with. So, Chris, I wonder if you might say it better than I can about what are the big ideas or opportunities in your industry, in your business, and how do you drive your business forward in the next 6 to 12 months, Chris?
Those of you might have another advisor on this call, but at my level, I focus on financial planning, investment strategies. I dive into estate planning strategies, tax, investment strategies. It spills over into liability management, so lending, and then risk management, insurance. My level, I'm managing personally about 140 million. I was just trying to give you the scope of we're nationwide with 80 other advisors, rolling up to like about 11 billion market cap for our RIA.
Okay, well, very
A
good.
lot of clients. I think there's about
Yes.
20,000 accounts.
Wow, that is impressive and worthwhile. So, what's your ideal client that you look for, Chris?
Ideal is someone who's it's comes down to the psychology of money. There's a lot of DIY people, so that's not a good fit. The person we do best with is someone who's looking for collaboration, who values having an advisory team, giving them actual advice, but they understand that they're making, the end decision, but it's a good collaboration. The best fit, back to the psychology, is someone who delegates. So who just we've gotten the confidence, they see what we can do, and then they just delegate the money management to us on discretion.
Okay, so you're doing business nationwide, mostly in the U.S. You mentioned, Chris. So, but I wonder if you might say more about your focus. You're a lending officer in an institution for about 10 years. If you could say more about what are the big ideas in your industry and your business, how do we do business with you?
Really our focus right now is commercial real estate. We're doing a lot of deals, particularly just here in the state of Idaho. We're a relatively small community bank with about $220 million of assets. And we also do have a wealth management arm. It's not really my specialty, but really our focus and our strategy is to bring on as many clients that are looking to borrow on commercial real estate, typically investment properties, as well as develop a relationship with the bank by bringing on deposits as well.
Okay, so are you local in the Idaho area, or are you nationwide? How far do you extend then?
Yeah, so our geographic lending footprint is mainly in Idaho. We're headquartered here in Boise. Occasionally we'll go out of state in California or Washington, Oregon. But for those type of deals, they have to have an existing relationship with us.
We have a registered investment advisory firm, which is an independent registered investment advisory firm. And so we do many, just like the other guys on the phone, we do fee-based asset management. We do fee-based financial planning. And we also do high net worth planning, whatever the client, wherever the direction of the client goes, and with a strategy of some sort. Could be doing trusts in other states. It could be doing LLCs in other states, depending on their tax situation and their goals. It works out to any clients with money above a certain level. But we work with a lot of engineers. As you can imagine, in Louisiana, we work with a lot of petroleum engineers, mechanical engineers, business owners, high net worth folks in the greater New Orleans area. Our firm is registered in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and we're applying in Alabama and Florida.
That you might consider joining our community as co-venture partners. It's a community of your clients that you mentioned, and be able to participate. I put in the chat box the CoVentures.Info information that you could join. It's our platform. You can join freely, and also the invitations if you want to join our sessions that we have. We have it on a weekly session that you could join in. And there are going to be some high net worth individuals there, depending on what that fit might be. So they would certainly want to get to know you. So